So welcome, and from today onwards I'm starting this Python basic playlist. So even if this is Python basic playlist, it won't be just covering the basics. The basics will be everything related to each function. So from now onwards you don't have to first of all learn Python basics and then go to the advanced one, and then you see that you have used a print function, but wow, the print function takes 4 arguments, they take 5 arguments. How is it working? What are these things? So you don't have to worry about those things. I will be covering all of them right over here. So first of all, let's just create a file, print.py. Okay, and let's open our terminal. Okay, so the reason why I first of all run the file like this is because then the loading functionality works much more better. So if I print it right now, if I actually run the file, you will see that nothing is printing. So the basic print function works like this. You type print and you can pass any value. Here I'm saying hello world. Save this and go again and run this, and I see hello world. This is a string. This can be any number. It can be 27. That's my birth date. I come back, run again, and it is working, which means it works for all the values. You can simply pass in true, false, and other values, and it will work, right? Okay, true is not a string, it's the boolean true. So we know we can pass one values. What about if I type this? Will that work? Can I pass comma separated values? And the answer is yes, I can pass comma separated values, and here they are. Okay, what if I want to pass one number and one string? Can I do that? Yes, I can do that. Here they are. There's one thing, this comma. Okay, if you use comma and you put two values, then you will see a space in between them, right? You notice this little space here. So this space will be generated. Okay, so we know we can pass stuff like this. Okay, what can we use placeholders? So if you are from, yeah, for let's say C, then you must have seen stuff like printf, and then we type modulus d, and after that we have to type the the address of that variable. We have to put the address, or we have to type like this, right? So these are called placeholders, or much more known as format specifiers, but more like placeholders. So can we use these things here? And the answer is yes. If I put something like this, and then I say hello, and I say dot format, and inside it I pass 5. If I run this, you'll see 5 hello. This is not exactly related to the printf thing, and I will tell you this in the later videos why, but I just wanted to show you this here because people use it in the printing. So now I'm gonna put all these again here, so that when you see this file on the GitHub, you can actually see them all. It can be true also. The link to the GitHub will be below, so you can check that. So we see these three basic kind of printing. What happens if I do hello plus world? This is much more like string concatenation, a part related to the string, but still I want to describe it here. I'm using plus, so the strings are getting concatenated, which means combined together, right? They are not two different things, they are one thing, one complete string. So that's why it looks like this. Okay, so these are the the basic methods. You can do arithmetic operators, 27 28 plus 90, and first of all it will be solved and then it will be printed like that. Okay, so now let's go to the next part. This was the basic printing. Basic print. Whoops, I have that habit from JavaScript. Okay, now let's see what values or parameters print operators have. So print first of all have this object, which means the different values that we can pass. These can be multiple values. Then separator, then an end, then a file. It should be a file object, and flush. which should be a true false value. Okay, so these are the things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 values that it can take. But these are just, they are working like args and quarks. We will cover that in the functions more. But these are variable arguments. Okay, so this part is related where we pass more than one values, comma separate is related to this complete object. So this thing is the complete object. Okay, now what is this separator? So this separator is a thing that is introduced between these two objects. So when we passed a comma, we received a space, right? So initially this separator is set to a space, you can say, which means that if when I was passing 28 comma 90, right, you will see that the output is 28 space 90, right, which means the separator is a space. In between these two we will get a space. I can show you that by actually putting separator as space. These are named parameters, so you see the same output, which means that initially the default value of the separator is a space. If I turn it to a hashtag, you will see a hashtag 28 hash 90. The 28 hash 90, that's a separator, that's the thing in between them. You can place anything, and if I run this again, you will see 28 at the rate 90. Okay, now what is this end? So this, you see that initially when I do a print here, the true is printed on one line, and then another print statement is printed on the another line, which means that once this complete content of the print, the complete content that is inside the string, that is inside the print statement is printed, then it puts this end at the last, which means it will first print true and then it will put this thing after it. Let me show you. Like the default value of this end is a new line. That's a escape sequence. If I do print, I do hello, and then I do, let's say, end is equals to a slash n, and then I will do a print by and do end is equals to slash n. If I run this, you will see hello on one line and by on one line, because I told you slash n is a default. But now if I move it, change it to a hash and keep this one the same, here we see hello hash by and a new line. Okay, let's see how it works. So I told you whatever is inside the print will be, put it on the screen. So hello is put it on the screen, and after that the content inside the end, the content that is passed to the end will be put it. So a hashtag is put it here. After that, this is done. This complete print is done. Now this thing will be printed. The second print's content will be printed. So it's printed. Then this thing which is passed to the end will be put it on the screen. So a slash n, which is escape sequence for the enter key, which will then be put it on the screen, will generate one extra new line. So this new line is because of this. The default is slash n. So we now understand two of them. What is the last one? This one, the file one. So we can see that if we do something like say file obj is equals to open temp.txt. The file should be in the write or append mode. Let's say temp.txt is, let's say, hello, this is from the file. Let's save this file, come back. Actually that would be overwritten anyway, that was stupid. Anyway, so now if I do print, this is from the print.py. If I do that and then I do comma and I put file is equals to and then file object which I just created, I save this and I run this. Oh, there's just one thing which I forget. Because of the buffering, I should also close this. Okay, if I go back to temp.txt, this is from print.py and this is working, right? So now the complete content of this print statement is getting redirected to this file here. it can be all other kind of files, the file which are supported with the file with this open, but here I just showed the text file. So these were the basic things that you can use inside the print statement. There are different kind of stuff that you can pass inside. So the commas, just for a revision, the comma separated values, okay, these are the quarks or the args, you can say. I will tell you in the when we will cover the functions part. So these are the comma separated values, and these are the object part. Then the separator, this is the thing which is printed between two values. So if you pass two values, the thing which separates these values is this separator. You see here 28, and then the separator will be printed, and then the next value, and then this things and so the complete, what the value that is putted on the screen after the complete printing, after this complete printing, is the end. Okay, this end. So hello is printed, and after hello is printed, this end thing is printed, hashtag. Okay, then you can redirect the output to a file with this thing. You just have to pass in a file object to this parameter. So I really think that people don't cover the complete print function this way on their first day, but I really hope that you understand this complete thing. If you don't understand how this open syntax work, we will cover it on the third lecture when we do file handling. But for here, I just wanted to tell you everything related to the print, and this is all. The flush statement is left, we will cover that also. So I really hope that you like the video. The source code to this file will be down below, and you can watch the medium link or just read the caption. That would be enough. Hope you enjoy this and keep learning. Bye.